Now I'm going to give you a few tips about getting the saddle onto your horse so it's going to be nice and secure and also probably cause less irritation to your horse's back. First, we're going to take that pad, and as I put it on that horse's back, I'm going to take it way forward from where I really want it to be. Then we'll slide it back closer to the position that we want it so that all the hair lays nice and smooth underneath that pad. These horses are working a lot, they're sweating a lot, they're being ridden pretty hard, and so we want everything to protect their back to the best of our ability, so we want everything as smooth and clean underneath it as we can. When you put that saddle on, remember that the girth is going to come up right behind that horse's forearm. We also want a little bit of the saddle out in front of that horse's, a little bit of the pad out in front of the saddle. And so if this is a little bit further forward than what we want it to be, than what it needs to be, that's okay, because we can slide it back a little bit better, to a little bit better position once we do have that saddle actually on. Okay. So as we get the saddle, the easiest way to put the saddle up on the horse's back is to more or less use a little bit of your body, and I'll actually push it up with my knee that's closest to the horse to set it up there. I want to lift it and set it up on their back. I don't really want to sling it and slam it down. So I'm going to swing it up, bring it up, and gently set it on that horse's back. I'm a short person, and so I can't be assured that everything on the off side is correct. So I'm going to take a second and just walk around to the off side here and make sure the stirrups down. I'm going to let my cinches down so everything is laying correct and ready for me to go ahead and secure it onto their back. I'll come back over to the near side, fix my stirrup, look to see if everything's positioned where I want it. I want it right square in the middle of that horse's back, right over its withers, and I'm going to want the cinch to come up right behind the elbow of the horse. Okay, so you can see this a little bit better. I'm going to put my stirrup up. I don't always do that, but I think you'll be able to see it a little bit better as we go through to saddle this horse for demonstration purposes. As I bring my hand underneath to grab the cinch, I tend to just wipe underneath their heart girth a little bit just to make sure that it's nice and clean. Then we're going to pull down on the latigo once and bring it back up through the D-ring here. Take it back down through the ring on the cinch, and you can secure it one of two ways. These latigos, which you'll find a lot anymore, all have buckles and they all have holes in them, and so you can just secure it by buckling it up and bringing that up into the latigo holder here. Some people aren't comfortable with this. Some people don't feel that it's going to be as secure as what they might want it to be. This is a nylon billet, and so you can see sometimes the holes get a little bit big. So the other method that many folks will use is to tie your basic cinch knot, where I'm going to bring this and take it to the front, take it around to the back of the D-ring here, and back up, and then down underneath itself. I'll do it loose, and then I'm going to tighten it up, bring it around, and then bring this down like so. And so that's actually tying the cinch knot. So the two ways you could secure the saddle on are either just to buckle it or to do the cinch knot. Some feel this is a little bit more secure, others feel it puts a little bit more bulk underneath their knee. So it just depends a little bit on what you're the most comfortable with. The other thing that you can see is we have some of the pad out in front of the saddle to ensure that the pad's not going to slide out from underneath it. Many of the other saddles, they might have back cinches, okay, and we want to always be certain that the back cinch and the front cinch are connected. It can be a strap of leather, we've used balin twine, but may always be sure that the front and back cinch are connected, because the worst thing that could happen is the back cinch is not connected and it comes back and hits the horse in the flank, which would act like a bucking strap, and your horse will buck. And so we want to make sure that those are always connected. The back cinch does not need to be that secure or that tight, but it's there mainly to help hold the back of the horse's saddle down.